Simulation Football League 2020. We got number 5 Texas Tech versus Ole Miss. Number 4. It's going to be at the Vaught Hemingway Stadium today, and joining me in the booth today, you got me, the Bird, and you got Nick.
What's up, Bird? Today, man, it's just Texas Tech versus Ole Miss at the Grove, and I think today is going to be a show.
Oh yeah, for sure. Ole Miss and that wide receiver Duane Burdine and Max Burdine on the other side as QB for Texas Tech. It should be a great game to watch today for sure. Alright, as we're getting ready to kick off here, you'll see Ole Miss is on the right side of the field, Texas Tech on the left.
We're getting now into a coin flip. Texas Tech choosing tails, and it is heads, and Ole Miss will elect to kick the ball off to start off this first quarter.
Alright, Ole Miss kicks off. Gonna be deep. Texas Tech will just nail it there.
Alright, who do you think we should start watching today for this Texas Tech offense as they take the field?
I think you really ought to keep an eye on Max Burdine back there at quarterback. Outstanding passer and outstanding just speed rusher as well. Hands it off to Raymond Schroeder, another person you should be watching here, awesome halfback. Just gets 2 yards there, but I can see much to come from him.
This Ole Miss defense is not one to mess with. As we've seen in the past, they're able to hold teams to very minimum yards, and a good pass out to Dalton Rigdon for a 3-yard catch. And now it's 3rd and 4, looking about on the 22-yard line or 21.
They will convert there, get the first down and a little more, bring them out to about the 44. That's Eric Azukma. Max Burdine now 2 for 2. Got 3 to the right. I formation here. Holding on to it for a really long time. Passes and completes out to about the 38-yard line to Eric Azukma again.
The Texas Tech offense is off to a great start so far. If they can just keep this up for the whole game, I think this is going to be an offense to watch.
Oh yeah, for sure. And with a minute down already, they're past the 50. I expect them to score here if Ole Miss's defense don't step up. He'll hand it off to Raymond Schroeder again. He'll get about 6 yards, my bad. Leave him 2nd and 4. He'll drop back, throw it far left, get the first down, and Dalton Rigdon is actually absolutely hammered there.
Yeah, this Ole Miss defense likes to hit, and they like to hit you hard.
That is for sure. This O-line for Texas Tech holding them back for now. We'll see how they keep going throughout the game. Seth Collins gets the first down there for 11 yards.
They're now on the 15-yard line. Let's see if they can go ahead and just put one in the end zone here.
Gets the first down. That'll bring them down to about the 3. They have 4 chances to get in the end zone here. Max Burdine not missing one yet. 6 and 6. I formation again. Hands it off to Raymond Schroeder, and he'll take it in for 6.
That was an early touchdown. If you're the Ole Miss defense, how do you feel with this? Just an early touchdown, first drive of the game.
Well, it's hard to adapt to not only the run and also the pass. They're doing a good mixture of both, and you just got to settle in and find something that's going to defend both. Texas Tech back to kick here.
Now we get to see this Ole Miss offense on the field after he just needs it in the end zone. He'll take it out to the 25.
Ole Miss will drop back for a little screen play out to the right. He's hit for a loss there. That's Jerry and Ely. That'll pull up 2nd and 11. Lamar Coates is also somebody you might want to watch today. Back there at quarterback, freshman that looks really nice.
And another freshman that looks really nice is Duane Burdine out there in a wide receiver. You see him down
right there, yeah.
Number 6, that is definitely one to watch.
Almost sacked there, gets it out and gets the first down to Datario Drummond for a 12-yard reception. Comes around and Lamar Coates is sacked for a loss of 10. That'll bring up 2nd and 20. That's Santos Slayton on the tackle there. Just beats around that offensive line and gets the sack.
And that is a very big man to have running at you.
Yeah, it's like a refrigerator falling on you.
Now we can see what this Ole Miss offense will do in this 2nd and very long situation.
Formation again, fakes the handoff, throws out far right, and gets 19 yards for Kenny Yeboah. That'll bring up 3rd and 2nd. Five minutes and 3 seconds left in the quarter. He'll fake the handoff again, roll out left, pass over, and it's incomplete. Bring up 4th and 2. I imagine they'll just punt it here.
Yeah, there's no use to go for it right here. This early in the game, you definitely just want to punt this ball off and get your defense back on the field and see if they can stop this Texas Tech offense. And he would just kick it out of bounds.
Not a great kick there, but no, it goes out about the 35.5-yard line, and Max Burdine and that Texas Tech offense back on the field. Hands it to Raymond Schroeder again, gets some nice yardage, and gets the first down. 14-yard rush for Raymond Schroeder.
Raymond Schroeder, just as soon as he gets that ball, he is explosive through the gap.
That is true. He sees the gap and he rushes for it, no hesitation. Gets the ball again here, and that's going to be a 0-yard rush, but he didn't lose any either, so can't complain. It's about 3 Ole Miss defenders right there stopping him. Ole Miss does have 2 freshman D tackles back there that are ones to keep your eye on as well. See if they can get to the quarterback at any point.
Yeah, I think the one to watch definitely would be Joe Kinder as the D tackle, as he almost got to the quarterback right there.
That is true. Forces an incomplete pass. Max Burdine 6 for 7. They are 1 for 1 on 3rd down conversions. This is a long one. We'll see if they'll be able to get it here. Offensive line protecting well, hits, but does not complete. I'm going to bring up 4th and 10. That was good defense by Ole Miss right there.
And we'll just see Texas Tech special teams come onto the field now and just punt this ball down. And he's just going to punt the ball out of bounds as well.
Yeah, not a great punt there. Decent, though, to leave him at about the 19-yard line. He'll hand it off. He gets some nice yardage. It's Jerry and Ely with a 6-yard rush. That'll bring him up 2nd and 4.
I expect to see great things out of him this season.
That's very true. Just a nice run game. Also can catch the ball very well. It's him again. And gets 3 yards. Bring up 3rd and 1.
I expect him just to hand it off to him again. Just straight up the middle right here to get that 1 yard.
He might do that. Looks like he will with this I formation. We'll see. He'll probably toss out. Nope. He's going to throw it left to him, though, and he will get the first down. It gets a nice block, but just can't keep it in bounds.
I think the defense was thinking the same thing we were, that he was just going to hand it off up the middle again.
Oh, yeah. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left in the first quarter. He'll hand it off to Jerry and Ely again. Get some nice yardage.
And he is just swarmed by the Texas Tech defense as soon as he passes that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but they can't seem to stop these small yardage gains that are key to winning a game. Bring up second and third. I wouldn't mind seeing a long pass here. They won't. They'll get the, no, it's out of bounds. Bring up third and 3. On second down and short, I always like to see a long pass because you always have that third down, you know, to run it to the first down. But they wouldn't do it here. Lamar Coates holds the ball for a really long time. He just throws incomplete, couldn't see anything.
And I think we'll see the Ole Miss special teams once again. They're just not able to move the ball right now.
Not at all. This will be a game of defenses, I think, to kind of see whose defense is better.
Nice punt down to about the 15-yard line, and he is sacked right about the 21-yard line.
He is wrapped up. That's the Zach McPherson that gets very little yards. Nobody was blocking that Ole Miss tackler, and he comes through and keeps him short. Backs Burdine again behind center. Hands it off to Raymond Schroeder. He gets some nice yardage. It's an 8-yard rush. Bring up second and 2. This is kind of where I was talking about second and short. I'd like to be able to see a long pass. But you got to be careful and not throw interceptions, because sometimes the defense is looking for it.
Yes, or gets sacked here trying to hold the ball to be able to throw it deep, and Raymond Schroeder just gets out and goes.
That's that vision you were talking about, just being able to see the hole and get through it. You see Texas Tech doubling Ole Miss's yards here with 111. Ole Miss only has 42 total. He'll throw it over center and get 7 yards there to Travis Kuntz.
Their play selection, they have been easily just 50-50 on the play selections here.
Yes, that is for sure.
And that is absolutely so hard to read as a defense.
Max Burdine will keep it here, get some really nice yards.
That's a 15-yard rush for the QB right there, and that is very nice, and that's going to put them in excellent field position to continue this drive.
Yeah, I imagine this will end up in another score. That's a really nice rush and really nice vision by Max Burdine there. Not seeing any receivers open and just keeping the ball himself.
Texas Tech has 8 first downs to the Ole Miss 2, and that's just not what you want to see as the Ole Miss coach today.
That's right, and it all comes down to time of possession. It feels like Texas Tech has just about had this ball the whole game so far, with only 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the first quarter. They need a stop here.
A stop, a turnover, something here to get that momentum going in this Ole Miss direction.
Throws out left. I think he gets the first down. He does. That's T.J. Vasher. That's his first reception of the game. That'll put him at the 12-yard line. Max drops back, throws out right, gets a nice gain to T.J. Vasher again for his second reception.
I'm going to put him 2nd and 1 right on like the 4-yard line.
Yeah, and this first down being so close, they may get it and they may not, and they may just go straight for the touchdown. Raymond Schroeder is hit for a loss there. Bring up 3rd and 5. If they can keep them to a field goal here, then that'll be really nice for Ole Miss, being able to maybe on this next drive get down there and score and get it to a 3-point game.
This is going to be the last play of the quarter, I'm pretty sure of right now.
They'll hike it with 2 seconds left. Max Burdine will keep it, and in the end zone, 13-0, and I imagine they'll kick the PAT right here to make it 14-0. That's the end of the first quarter. Texas Tech, I imagine 14, Ole Miss 0.
Yes, 14-0 at the end of the first. This Ole Miss head coach cannot be very pleased right now
with this Ole Miss defense. Ole Miss offense, you just gotta, it seems like play selection to me. Not necessarily not being able to make plays, but play selection. I don't know. What do you think they need to do to get this offense going?
I think they need to throw the ball more. Trust your receivers to be able to catch it and just throw it.
Start of the second quarter, Ole Miss will be back on the field on the 25. Really got to be careful here. Texas Tech has a really nice linebacker, Felix Morphus, that is just hard to get past. Excellent player, freshman actually, but one of the best linebackers in the NCAA.
Well, Lamar Coates there, just an incomplete pass, just overthrew his man. And Jaron Ely is just tackled for a loss in the backfield. Now it's going to be 3rd and long. And Ole Miss 3rd down conversions have not been good so far this game.
They have not, only completing 1 of 3.
So I think here you will see the deep pass that you've been wanting to see from this Ole Miss offense here.
And we'll see if they can. No, they'll just go with the screen. And I don't like that play there.
I just don't think that's going to work on the 3rd and long.
No, I don't think so either. I think they need to resort more to the pass and kind of give up that run for now anyway. At least do a 50-50 split. Ole Miss gets a good punt there all the way down to the 30. And he's hit it at about the 45.
And this is going to be great field position for this Texas Tech offense to start their drive here at the second quarter.
Just got to make sure you keep your heads level, don't get too excited, and try to go up by another touchdown. Max will throw it and is incomplete. He's 10 for 13 on the day with 102 yards. Good blocks there. Should have been complete. Hit him right in the hands and he dropped it.
I think the hit from that Ole Miss defense was just too much to keep that ball in his hand.
Yeah, and it does seem like the Ole Miss defense is changing its tone here and really starting to step up. And this is what you want to see if you want to be close in this game. Almost intercepted there. Really good defense by Ole Miss that time around.
And they will go 3 and out here on their first drive of the second quarter. And now that Ole Miss defense is starting to pressure this Texas Tech offense that they should have been doing this whole game. And that was almost a great punt.
Out the back of the end zone, they'll be back at the 25. You really got to look for them to maybe pass more on this drive and try to get in the end zone. They will pass here. Looks like holding the ball, really long pass all the way downfield. Oh, and it's almost complete. Good defense there by Texas Tech, but it was a nice try nonetheless.
I think that pass was intended for Elijah Moore down the field, which is a great receiver that if you want to throw deep to, that he is the one. And Jaron Ely would be tripped up in the backfield for a loss of 1 yard.
Almost got away there, just couldn't get enough speed. You see that defender there tripping him by his heels.
And this is a 3rd and long situation here, again from their own 19-yard line.
He'll drop back, has somebody right in his face. Will get the first down here and some extra yardage to Kenny Yeboah for a 20-yard reception. Can't ask for much better than that.
It's surprising to me that Lamar Coates has not been targeting Duane Burdine or Elijah Moore out there on their wideouts. 2 of the top receivers in the NCAA.
That is true, and Texas Tech doesn't have that great of cornerbacks to be able to cover them. I would just see as Duane Burdine shoots downfield, and I would just chunk it to him. Really nice gain after the hit there by Jerry and Ely. Now this is the mixture we're looking for, kind of more 50-50 run and pass. This is what will work for them. I formation here. They'll hand it off to Jerry and Ely. Nice truck. Will get the first down and some extra.
Jerry and Ely just pushed that big man out of his way.
He did. He said, "Get out of my way. You're not stopping me this time." Couldn't get the tackle in the backfield. Does get the first down. This will bring up 1st and 10. Past the 50 now. Fakes the handoff. Throws it out. Gets the first down and a little more to Kenny Yeboah. That's somebody that has been lighting up. Kenny Yeboah, that's his 3rd reception, averaging 18.3 yards per reception.
I really want to see Ole Miss just target their wideouts here. Ole Miss has always been known for their wideouts, how tall and aggressive they can be.
That is
as
true.
Receivers, and he's not going to them this game, and it's very surprising.
Oh, and he's absolutely
And
hammered.
Connor gets laid out. That's the first time we've seen him on the field today.
Just had his eyes more on the ball and didn't see this defender absolutely truck him. That'll bring up 2nd and 14.
I think Snoop Connor almost went to sleep right there.
Slow to get up, definitely. Lamar Coates over center. Gets it to Ontario Drummond for 6 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And this is the first time we've seen Ole Miss down here on this side of the field. And let's see if they can convert this into a touchdown.
Yeah, because they don't have the best of kickers. There will be a false start there. Also, one of the offensive linemen's jump. That's not very good. That'll back them up 3rd and 13.
And that now makes this a 3rd and long situation.
Yeah, I imagine you just try to get that first down. You're eyeing that because you really need a touchdown. Wide open to Duane Burdine. He gets it all the way down to about the 1.
His first reception of the game will be a 33-yard reception, and that's what I'd like to see. You need to target those big receivers more in this game.
True. Duane Burdine with an excellent catch there. You see he's far right again. Let's see if they'll throw it to him. Tries to get it to him and it's incomplete.
Marco's 10 for 16, 112 yards so far this game. Most of those yards coming in this second quarter.
And Duane Burdine with the touchdown. So he gets them all the way down there and puts it in. Can't ask for much better than that from a receiver.
And that was a perfect pass by Lamar Coates with the hit coming as well.
Yeah.
And now this will be a one-score game.
Yep, with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game, they'll get it that much closer. 14-7. Texas Tech will get back the ball.
And if Ole Miss can just hold them here and try to get another drive off, because Ole Miss has the ball after half.
They'll just need it here, bring it out to the 25. So you got to be careful about mistakes. You know, Ole Miss just scored. You're trying not to make any mistakes here on offense. You just want to drive down the field and get it back up by 14.
Let's see if this Ole Miss defense can keep that pressure up that they did last drive.
Throws out really long. Gets it to about the 50. That's Dalton Rigdon. Nice pass there to Dalton Rigdon. Max Burdine 11 for 16 on the day. Pretty decent. Could be better, but it's got you in the lead thus far. Ole Miss catching up on first downs. They got 6 to Texas Tech 11. Ole Miss throws.
And it is intercepted.
Yeah. That's the mistakes I was talking about. You cannot make.
And I think that is exactly what this Ole Miss team needed.
That is
right
true.
now.
To get back into this game with only 4 minutes, 21 seconds left in the quarter, if they score here and tie it up, this will turn into a really, really good game. Texas Tech, actually the underdogs here. Ole Miss ranked a little bit higher than they are. Gets a nice pass there for 6 yards to Ontario Drummond.
That was a nice way to just protect that ball and hold it. As soon as he called it, he had 3 defenders just putting him to the ground.
That is true. I formation here. Holds onto it, throws it, gets the first down, I think. Yeah, he was right on the edge. I couldn't quite tell if he got it or not, but he did. That's Jerry and Ely with the first down. Almost to the 50, about the 49 here. Throws out right to Duane Burdine. He'll get the first down. It's 14 yards. That's his 3rd reception on the day, 48 yards total.
And this Ole Miss offense is just moving down this field right now.
Felix Morphus, that's the linebacker I was telling you about earlier. He has 5 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. And he's just a linebacker you want to steer clear from. 2nd and 5 on about the 32-yard line.
Let's see what this Ole Miss offense can do now.
Throws for a nice gain there, brings him out to about the 5-yard line.
That was a great pass to Kenny Yeboah. 4 receptions for 82 yards. He is putting on a show.
And like you said, these Ole Miss wide receivers, no other team in the nation beats out Ole Miss's receivers. It's just they have awesome receivers
that love to get physical. They are not scared to get physical with anybody.
Absolutely. The yards after catch have been amazing, and that's Jerry and Ely there with his 9th rush. Bring up 2nd and goal. You really need to put one in here if you're Ole Miss. Tie it up, and then stop Texas Tech, go into half. You get the ball after half and win this game. Give it to Jerry. No, it's Snoop Connor there with a 3-yard rush. Bring him out to about the 1-yard line. That's 3rd and goal. You really got to put it in here. If you don't, what would you say do? You go for the field goal for the points?
Absolutely. You just go for the field goal and then try to stop Texas Tech, but I don't think they're going to have to worry about that. Oh, but Snoop Connor is tackled for a loss here. And absolutely, I think you just go for this field goal, get the points, and then stop Texas Tech and get the ball back after half.
That looks like that's what they'll do. Luke Logan with the kick. That'll do it 14-10. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left in the half. If you're Texas Tech, what are you thinking right now?
Just get down the field. Get down the field like you were in the first quarter. Put that ball in the end zone. Use some cushion for after halftime.
I agree. I think they aim for a score here in this last 2 minutes. That'll put them up by, 12 points? Is that right? No, 11 points. And, Max Burdine sacked there for a loss of 8. Can't have that happen, that's for sure. That's Martin Dunham on the tackle. Texas Tech calls a timeout there.
I do not think that timeout was necessary.
No, and he can't find a receiver, and Ole Miss's defense is just coming after Max Burdine.
And it's 3rd and 18, very long, and you're in your own end zone, basically.
Yeah, for sure. I imagine they'll just hand it off to Raymond Schroeder. He's hit for basically a loss. Bring up 4th and 18. You got to aim for a really long punt here and stop them low.
And this is exactly what that Ole Miss defense wanted to do here. Stop this Texas Tech offense and give your offense one more chance before half.
And it looks like they'll do just that.
With excellent field position, almost nice breaking return. Away. Elijah Moore with a 19-yard return.
You can see the yards here just about even now.
But that second quarter, Texas Tech only has been allowed 16 total yards on offense.
Yeah, absolutely stoppage by Ole Miss. And they're going to have to go into the locker room and think, we have to change something. We have to get this offense going, stop these interceptions, and get down the field. A stop here for Texas Tech would be awesome.
I think if you're Ole Miss now, you're just looking to play that deep ball. Let your big receivers get up and get physical and get that ball in.
Yeah, that's for sure. I would throw one to Duane Burdine towards the end zone right about here and try to put it in. He'll fake the handoff and get the first down. That'll put him. And he fumbles.
And Texas Tech recovers, and now they have a chance to drive back down the field.
That is something we did not expect, and that is just about a miracle for Texas Tech, because I believe Ole Miss would have scored there. Can't believe our freshman Lamar Coates fumbled it there. But this put Texas Tech right about the 31-yard line. They have 1 minute to score, or at least get down there and kick a field goal and put it up by 7.
And you have 2 timeouts left. You have plenty of time here to get down the field.
They'll call one right there. That'll put them 2nd and 2.
I think Texas Tech just needs to play deep here with this Max Burdine in this quarterback. He's got the arm for it, and I think they will.
holds it for a really long time, throws it in. No, he completes the pass to Travis Kuntz for 16 yards.
And he gets out of bounds and stops the clock. That way you still have your timeout left. That was a great play.
Absolutely. And that'll bring up 1st and 10. Good catch by Travis Kuntz there, that's for sure. 51 seconds left. Past the 50-yard line. If they get 1 or 2 more plays and get down to 4th down, they could kick the field goal. But I imagine they're aiming for the touchdown. Max Burdine will keep it, breaks 1 tackle, can't get past the 2nd, and is sacked.
I don't think that's what you try to do there.
No, he may have just saw that pocket collapsing and had to try to take off with it. I'm not sure. Players rushing back to get into position. 33 seconds left in the half. He throws it over, and it is complete. No, it is not. Incomplete. That's John Haynes putting pressure on Max there. Look at this. Mississippi State upset number 1 Florida 41-40. Mississippi State was number 8 if I remember right.
Yes, Mississippi State was absolutely just supposed to get slaughtered in that game.
Yeah, with being second to last in our conference, that's just not a very good.
4th and 6 here. What do? I think you just play it down the field. You still have a timeout left. Play it down, get in field goal position, and call it timeout.
That's right. Maybe throw one more quick pass here. You got to go quick.
Snap this ball here.
I think they're just going to shoot one more at the end zone and call it half. He'll snap it with 2 seconds left.
I do not think that is the play.
No, but he's going to throw it long. Oh, almost completes it there. That'll send us into halftime. Texas Tech 14, Ole Miss 10. Texas Tech's really got to go into the locker room and
mistakes that you made against Mississippi State to allow that to happen and fix them. And now we are kicking off the 3rd quarter. Ole Miss just going to needle it in the end zone here and take it out to the 25. And let's see what the halftime in the locker room helped these guys out to do, or if they did anything at all.
Ole Miss with the split back here. They'll hand it off to, looks like Jerry and Ely, gets a pretty nice yard gain there. Bring up 2nd and 7. Oh, it looks like Jerry and Ely may be hurt.
That is not good if you're this Ole Miss team right now.
Yeah, that's very true. One of the key playmakers, I formation, hands it off to Snoop Connor. Jerry and Ely must be hurt. They have Snoop Connor in now. He brings up 3rd and 2nd. They're quite about 41% on 3rd down conversions. So hand it to Snoop here, he'll get it. He almost broke free, just don't have the speed to keep it going.
I think now if you're this Ole Miss offense and Jerry and Ely is out right now, I think you now heavily rely on this passing plays.
That is true, and with Duane Burdine out there on the right anyway, false start on Ole Miss right there. I think that's their second false start of this game.
These flags are just unnecessary. This is
Especially with such an awesome O-line that Ole Miss has, you wouldn't expect that.
absolutely not.
I formation here. Marcoach drops back, throws it over center, and gets 9 yards to Snoop Connor. Bring up 2nd and 6. And that would be 2nd and 1 if it wasn't for that flag there. Felix Morphus lighting it up with 9 tackles and 2 tackles for loss.
Out to Snoop Connor again, or Kenny Yeboah actually, and Kenny Yeboah is just laid out like a pancake. As soon
and
as
that's
he caught
Felix
that ball.
Morphus right there. Just absolute banger hits. Look at this. Number 9, Ely. Pectorial.
Out for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
He won't be back until later this season.
Yep, and that's a big hurt for Ole Miss there. Having a pectoral out to Duane Burdine for 18 yards. But I didn't quite see what that said there. It said, did it say sprained pectoral or torn?
It was a pectoral tear.
Tear. So that's definitely a painful injury there.
Now Ole Miss is leading in total yards.
Yeah, and they've overcome this Texas Tech defense. They'll throw out to Duane Burdine again, and you got to do this. If you're Ole Miss, this is who you're looking for.
5 receptions for 80 yards and a touchdown. He is just lighting it up.
That is true.
Now Ole Miss in the red zone. Let's see if they can get a touchdown here and get up by 3.
We'll hand it off to Snoop Connor here. He'll be hit for a loss to bring up 2nd and 11. 5 minutes, 57 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll hand it off to Snoop Connor again. He'll get some nice yards.
5-yard rush, leaving a 3rd and 6 here. And here you really just, do you play the first down or do you play the end zone with it being that close together?
I think since it's that close, you're just shooting for the end zone. If you happen to hit the first down, you're doing it. He's getting chased down there and almost gets the first down. What do you do here if you're Ole Miss?
Your offense has the pressure, so I think you just kick this field goal just like they chose to do, and just get your defense back on the field and get this ball back.
That's true. Now Ole Miss only down by 1. 5 minutes and 11 seconds left. They're going to kick off to Texas Tech. They'll kick it deep again, and Texas Tech will just bring you out to the 25. Max Burdine's going to keep it. He's going to get some nice yards. Breaks free here at the 50 and gets hit down at the 40. That was a really nice run there by Max. And just sees a hole, gets a nice block there.
If you're this Ole Miss defense, you can't allow this to happen.
Not if you want to try to get back in the lead, that's for sure.
You can't, because now Max Burdine just put them in excellent field position to now get down to the end zone.
He'll drop back here, throw out far left, and gets the first down. Breaks 1 tackle and then hit Jessica Sean Cotter. That's his 2nd reception, averaging 13 yards per catch.
Momo Snogo there with 6 tackles in the day.
Throwing long here, and it is complete to T.J. Vasher. That's a 27-yard touchdown. Wide open, just breaks through the cornerbacks there, and he is untouched in the end zone.
And that is not what you want to see as this Ole Miss defense.
That'll put them up by a score and 1. They'll have to, if it comes down to the end like this, they'll be going for the 2.
Four minutes and 36 seconds left here in this third quarter. And Texas Tech kicks off to Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss is going to kneel this here.
Yeah, bring it out to the 25. I don't think you want to risk injury to your returner here when you can just bring it up to the 25 and get it going.
Let's see if this Ole Miss offense can pick it back up now.
Gets the first game, gets a nice block right there, and he'll get a good, nice yardage for Kenny Yeboah. That's 21 yards.
7 receptions, 115 yards today in this game. Just a very nice receiver. Very nice.
And it really seems like it's a battle of the offenses. The defenses don't, both defenses just don't seem to be able to stop the other's offense. And it's just a battle of the quarterbacks, you could say.
And so that's very opposite of what we were seeing first quarter. First quarter, it was just the Texas Tech defense was just stopping this Ole Miss offense over and over and over again. And then the second quarter, it was just the exact opposite. This Ole Miss defense was stopping that Texas Tech offense over and over and over again the whole second quarter. And now here in the third, it's like they both can't stop each other.
That's true there, and Lamar Coach misses his receiver there, bring up 3rd and 7. Halfway through the third quarter now, Ole Miss has really got to step up their offense to win this game.
And their third down conversions still aren't great this game. They're only 4 for 10.
Still not even 50%. And if you're Elijah Moore, you got to get past the first down.
That is his first reception in the game.
That is true, and you just got to have better vision than that if you want to get the ball more.
I think that is just not what we expected to see here with Elijah Moore only getting his first reception in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Almost another great punt by this Ole Miss special teams here. And Texas Tech will take it out at the 20-yard line.
Now let's see what Max Burdine can do. Now he motions, hands it off to Raymond Schroeder. He has an open hole.
Just being explosive, and he is gone. Tackled at about the 43-yard line.
Can't ask much better than a 23-yard rush. Has some really nice blocks there. If he would have had a little bit more speed, he might have been gone there.
Absolutely, with only one defender to beat there. Max Burdine back in the pocket, throws it out to Raymond Schroeder for an 8-yard reception.
That'll bring up 2nd and 2 here. And this is what I've been talking about all game. Just when it's 2nd and short like this, I like to see a long pass, or at least attempt one anyway, in the safest way.
Burdine rolls out, and he is going to run it here.
Doesn't quite get the first down.
30 inches. And Max Burdine, just with the rushes here, I don't think this Ole Miss defense was expecting Max Burdine to come out and just rush this ball like he is. They're just going to hand it off to Raymond Schroeder here, and
he will get the first down.
11 rushes on the day for Raymond Schroeder.
Shotgun here. He can't get away from that defender and is sacked for a loss of 8 by Ryder Anderson. And it's not like he hit him on his blind side either. He saw him coming and could have thrown that ball away. That's just bad vision. 2nd 18 now after that loss. 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Now we can see what Texas Tech will do in these long situations here. Just going to hand it off to Raymond Schroeder, which I don't think would be a bad idea.
Except that you're 18 yards back. I don't agree with it when you're so far back handing it off. I would have went for a pass there and try to get that first down. Long 3rd down now. He'll be sacked again.
4th and 22, very long. You just have to punt this ball away. Almost a no-go there with the sack.
And you can't even blame the offensive line. It's just Max Burdine holding the ball for so long.
And once again, that was just bad vision. He didn't hit him on his blind side. He hit him where he could see him. and he just didn't throw the ball away. Ole Miss just decides to happily jump there.
Hurdle in the air. I don't know if that helped him or not, but could have resulted in an injury.
I don't know if that was just Elijah Moore wanting to showboat or if that was just a muscle malfunction. Or whatever it is, they take it at the 22-yard line. And that pass will be complete to Duane Penniman for a 4-yard reception.
1 minute left in the third quarter now. Lamar Coates drops back, throws it left, incomplete. That's Felix Morphus putting pressure on Lamar Coates there, forcing that.
Lamar Coates 24 of 32 today. I expect to see him do much better next week.
Oh, and he's sacked there. That'll be for a loss of 6.
Well, Rico Jeffers coming in just straight up the gap and just taking him to the ground.
Lucky to not fumble there because he was halfway through throwing that ball. Very lucky.
And now Ole Miss will punt it. Looks to be a very high punt. I don't know if that's what you want here from their special teams, but
Absolutely not, because they're already past the 50 now. Texas Tech, this is a great chance for them to increase their lead. You just got to stop these sacks. Hands it off a little backhand to Raymond Schroeder, and he's hit for a loss.
that was a very awkward handoff.
It was. He was hoping to catch the defense off guard there and absolutely didn't.
Well, the defense said you were not faking me today.
Throws a little short pass to Travis Kuntz there. That'll bring up 3rd and 7. 15 seconds left in the third quarter.
I think this is going to be the last play of the quarter here. Let's see what Texas Tech can do here.
Has to get the first down. Throws it out and does get the first down to Travis Kuntz again. That'll be the end of the third quarter. Texas Tech 21, Ole Miss 13. Texas Tech eyeing that touchdown again here.
And we are back in this fourth quarter action here. Texas Tech on the 32-yard line. Let's see what Max Burdine can do now.
Holding on to it for a really long time, just throws it out.
Just way overthrows his receiver there.
I don't know if he overthrew him or was just trying to get rid of it. That Ole Miss defense is coming at him this second half, getting as many sacks as possible. That awkward handoff again, but it works this time, and he's going to be hit there. That's Raymond Schroeder for 13 yards. That's his 13th rush this game.
Honestly, I think that awkward handoff is going to get just about anybody because that handoff looks so uncomfortable and just unnatural that you're not going to expect that. And Raymond Schroeder just stiff-arming him and gets hit by his own offensive lineman there.
Fights for that one, that's for sure, and trips on the heels of his own lineman. Bring up 2nd and 7. They're in the red zone here. He'll hand it off to Raymond Schroeder again. He fights for a few more yards. Bring up 3rd and 2. 7:15 left in the last quarter.
Raymond Schroeder gets the first down and fights out to about the 5-yard line.
That's actually Sarderick Thompson that gets the first down there.
That's his second rush of the game. It's nice seeing him out here on the field.
That's for sure. He fights for it and gets it. Ole Miss, Texas Tech hands it off again. Doesn't get much there.
I think they're keeping him on the field so Schroeder does not risk injury here. Momo Sunogo there on the tackle. That is his 10th tackle of the day. Let's see what Texas Tech does here. And he will drop back, and he tries to run.
Sees
it
a
in.
hole, and he gets a
Max
touchdown.
Burdine gets his own touchdown with a 5-yard run.
With only 6 minutes and 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter, if you're Ole Miss, you got to be thinking, you got to rush down that field, and you got to score quick.
Very quick at that. Red Raiders now 28-13, leading the Rebels with 6:24 left in the fourth.
Long kick here. I don't think that we've seen anybody bring out of the end zone today at all.
I think it's just too risky, honestly, because if you don't get out to that 25-yard line, then it's just pointless.
That is true. I formation here. Marcos drops back, gets a nice pass. I think that was Duane Burdine out there on the right. If he would have got that block, then Kenny Yeboah would definitely.
I think
would
if
have been
Lamar
going.
Coates would have just held it for just a second longer and just trusted Duane Burdine to keep running down that field and give it to him, that would have been a touchdown already for Ole Miss.
Back again here. Throws it out left. Sheds one tackle and gets the first down to Kenny Yeboah again. He
He
actually
is actually 2nd and 1. Looks like he might have touched the ground right before, and it's taken him a while to get up there.
a little bit slow to get up. He's back in the game now, seems like. Gonna hand it off, and he's fighting for the first down.
Snoop Connor out here acting like he needs to prove something with this ball every time he gets it.
Formation once again.
Hands off to Snoop Connor once again, and he is only going to get a 3-yard gain.
And it only makes it that much harder for Ole Miss that Jerry and Ely is out. And Snoop Connor's having to pick up in his spot. They'll hand it off again. He will not get the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. 5 minutes, 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He'll throw
deep
long.
Pass to Duane Burdine for a 40-yard touchdown reception, and that's what I want to see from this Ole Miss
That's
offense.
what we've been talking about this whole time. Give it to Duane Burdine, and he'll put it in the goal. Wide open, busted coverage there. Duane Burdine just too fast.
It's about to be an 8-point game here, and they are going for the 2.
This will make it a 7-point game, only making them down by 1 touchdown if they can complete. He's going to throw far left and not quite getting it.
Not get it. I think Lamar Coates there should have just tried to run it in himself. He was wide open there instead of throwing off his back foot over behind him.
Definitely a little trick play there, and could have resulted in a good extra 2 points, but that's one of those things you look back on, and if it works, you say it was a great idea. If it don't, it looks terrible. Raymond Schroeder here. He'll get 5 yards.
Let's see what they have. 3 out wide here. Going to fake the handoff, and Max Burdine is just going to take it himself. Nice little truck, but gets put down.
Slow to get up there, is having the help from a teammate.
Taking it from about 37-yard line here. And off to Raymond Schroeder once again.
And he gets 2 yards. I didn't like that he ran to the left there. If I was him, I would have just cut that gap right up the middle and tried to fight for some
And it's
extra
surprising
yards.
that he didn't. His vision is great. He sees every gap that is made for him, and for him not to take it and just run straight up the field is surprising. And
With that little backside handoff, he trips over. I think he trips over Max Burdine there. Could have resulted in some good yardage, but I see no trips over his own lineman. Better bring up 3rd and 9.
Max Burdine really likes this little backwards handoff here.
And I like it too. I like the uniqueness to it. He'll pass long and does complete. Great pass there to TJ Vasher.
Max Burdine is 20 for 30 today. Just excellent plays here by the Texas Tech offense.
Past the 50 now.
3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Raymond Schroeder there again, see, just eyes that gap and just runs straight for it.
You see him running a lot here. I guess they're trying to run out the time and get this victory.
Of course. That's what you got to do here for this Texas Tech offense. Just run that clock down.
Hand it off to Raymond Schroeder again, and he'll get the first down. Oh, that's Cedric Thompson. That's his 4th rush.
That might as well let's go ahead and change his name to Raymond Schroeder. The amount of times that we've called him Raymond Schroeder today.
Hand it off again here, and he'll be hit.
And that time it is
Short.
Raymond Schroeder for a 2-yard carry.
Yep, Ole Miss will call their first timeout with 2 minutes 4 seconds left. Ole Miss kind of put themselves in a hard spot,
Raymond Schroeder again and another timeout by Ole Miss.
being down by 9 points. That's going to be hard to come back from. Even if you can shut them down here, score, you got to try to onside and then either get the field goal or score again. Ole Miss does their last timeout, 1:56 left in the quarter.
Hands it off to Raymond Schroeder, and he runs out wide and gets about a 5 or 7 yard carry there. Almost a no-go on the tackle once again. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go in this game.
Looks out of reach for Ole Miss.
It really does.
I imagine they'll just hand it off again here, and they do. He'll get the first down. Bringing up 1st and goal.
It's Roderick Thompson here. 5 carries in this game. 1st and goal with a minute left here in the game. This really is just looking out of reach for Ole Miss. I think all you do now is just try to stop the bleeding and just keep it where it is.
Yeah, and you see Max Burdine just waiting the longest possible amount of time.
Just running his time down.
Running it down.
And I think he doesn't want to embarrass this Ole Miss defense anymore either. I think he just wants to end this game as soon as possible.
Yeah, snaps it here on 2 seconds, hands it off, and he'll be hit for a loss. And that should be just about ball game now.
It should be. I don't even think you need to snap the ball here.
And that'll be ball game. Texas Tech 28, Ole Miss 19. Good game by both teams today.
And that's another underdog upset. Once again,
this week full of them.
Max Burdine 21 for 31 for 251 yards, 10 carries for 41 yards.
Player of the game, and could have been a different game if Ole Miss would have passed the ball just a little bit more. Maybe give the ball to Duane Burdine. I don't know.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see both these teams play next week.
That is true. All right, Texas Tech 28, Ole Miss 19. We'll see y'all next week.